Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery. Elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes. Utilities Board of Tuskegee. Purpose, progress, people. Golden Tigers fans, get ready. It's time for buckets, blocks, spills, thrills, steals, and slams. Thunder! Tuskegee basketball is next on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Now, let's go courtside with the call. Here's Charles Ward.
And we are courtside inside the JF Lane Gymnasium on the campus of Lane College for more basketball action on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. After the Golden Tigers on the women's side win their 6th in a row and they knock off number 1 and number 2 in the West in the same week, we get set for men's basketball action now. The Golden Tigers getting set to meet the Dragons of Lane College SIAC play. Lane Dragons coming in at 3-14 overall and 3-9 in the SIAC. They were predicted to finish 6th in the West, and right now they are the 6th team in the West. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee had a chance on Saturday against the Golden Bears of Miles College to knock them out of first place and claim it for themselves, but fell short in that ball game. But they're back in basketball action tonight. They are 8-9 on the season and 6-5 in the SIAC, second in the West of the SIAC, as they get set to meet the Dragons of Lane College in a basketball game that has significance for Tuskegee as they continue the second half of the season. Every court appearance is important for the Golden Tigers, and none more important against the Dragons of Lane College here this evening to see if they can get back into the win column after falling to the Golden Bears of Miles College on Saturday, 67-44. Golden Tigers on the season, second in scoring margin in the SIAC, first in defensive positioning in terms of field goal percentage in the conference, in terms of the number 1 team defensively against field goal percentage by the opposition, same from behind the arc and three-point range. So this defense of the Golden Tigers, it is their calling card. They'll need it tonight against the Dragons of Lane College. Dragons of Lane College coming into this ball game 7th in this conference in scoring, and they come into this ball game after having a loss to Spring Hill 76-65 on Saturday. So they too are looking for a win in this ball game. But the Golden Tigers, it's important for them to stay on track, as we talked about it early on during this season and even in the latter half of the season. The way things are set up for the SIAC tournament this year is the top 4 teams that will host in the first round of the SIAC. They'll host those ball games at home, and then after that, play will collectively be played in Atlanta. Right now, we believe it's at Morehouse College. That'll be second round action headed into the tournament, but the first 4 teams get to host first round at home, and that's what Tuskegee's trying to make sure that they finish in the top 4 on the West. Right now, number 2 in the West of the SIAC. A lot of basketball still ahead, but Coach Taylor and his coaching staff with Jameer Cheeks and Devin Booker, they know night in and night out that this Golden Tiger team has to contend, and if they're able to do that, they're able to stay right where they want to be in terms of finishing not only in the top 4, but finishing in the top of the 4 in the West Division of the SIAC. So this ball game just as important. It'll be the Dragons at home as they get set for basketball action. This will be the 21st meeting between the squads. And Tuskegee leading the series tied at 10 each. This one dating back to 2013. Starting lineups being introduced here inside of the JF Lane. Tuskegee being introduced as a visiting team, but we'll take the reverse of that. We'll start with the Dragons in Lane College as they get set to be introduced here inside of their home facility against the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. The Dragons of Lane College, a couple of players in their lineup who are really prolific as it relates to scoring the basketball. And Tuskegee's going to have its hands full in terms of trying to quell this Dragon offense. They're coached by Harold Rayford, and he's in his first year. And this team, kind of a rebuilding year for them. Previous coach took an assistant's job at the University of Memphis, so first-year head coach Harold Rayford. He and Tyron Davis, Joseph Reeves, and Frank Harris, the brain trust for the Dragons of Lane College. They'll go with Elijah Greer Dawson, the junior from Detroit, Michigan, the starting lineup. Dawson, 15 points per ball game and 2.4 steals for the Dragons. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Rico Sane II, the junior from Jackson, Tennessee, right here, his hometown. 10.8 points per ball game for Sane. For them, it'll be Tabor Brown, 10 games for the Dragons of Lane College, 1.6 points per ball game and 0.8 rebounds for Tabor Brown. Christopher Matthews, the junior from Little Rock, Arkansas. He leads the team from the floor, field goal shooting at 48%, 48 of 100 coming into tonight's ball game. And rounding out their five, it'll be Martrice Mitchell, the junior from Chicago. Mitchell at 6.5 points per ball game. So it's Mitchell, Matthews, Brown, Greer, Dawson, and Rico Sane, the five for head coach Harold Rayford and the Dragons. For Tuskegee, it'll be the senior Kevin Seasbury. Seasbury leads the team from the floor, 15 points per ball game. He'll be joined by the senior and captain DeAnthony Pennington. Pennington at 13 points per ball game. Rodney Walker, the junior from Decatur, Illinois. He'll start out front, leads the team in assists with 3.1. Kasambe Draper, second team all-conference, 47% shooting for Draper from the floor, leads the team in rebounding. And rounding out the five for the Golden Tigers, Amir Tyson Boyce, the sophomore from Long Island. Boyce at 2.4 points per ball game. So it's Seasbury, Pennington, Walker, Draper, and Boyce, the five for head coach Benchy Taylor. He's in his sixth season, assisted by Jameer Cheek and Devin Booker and Cairo Stanford, as usual. Strength and conditioning coach at the sideline as well. Set to begin action. Tuskegee will go right to left. First 20 minutes of play. They're dressed in their road black. Tuskegee across the chest, numbers in gold. Tuskegee, the wording outlined in gold as well. Quickly back the other way, and we have our first Yellowwood block shot at the baseline by Kevin Seasbury for Tuskegee. Tuskegee wants to get started early here. Half court set, Draper, left side jumper. Draper missed on his shot. Boyce got a rebound. Amir at the block. His shot rejected at the block by the Dragons of Lane College. Lane goes left to right in the first 20 minutes of play, dressed in their home white. Trunks and jerseys outlined in that cardinal red, numerals in red, lettering in red, outlined in white. Half court set. Elijah Greer Dawson handles up top. Works it over to Matthews. Matthews left side of the floor now with the pass to Mitchell. And now Matthews again. Jumper out front. Mitchell front of the iron, but the rebound in the corner. And the Dragons have another look. On the move is Sane to the rack left side. And our first whistle on the inside. They'll call that foul on Seasbury. Kevin, the senior from Lithonia. He'll pick up his first. And at the line for the Dragons, it's Rico Sane II, the junior from Jackson, Tennessee. 69% free throw shooter for the Dragons. He will have his first opportunity from the line here. Just underway, 19:06 left, first half of play. No score. Tuskegee and the Dragons of Lane College. Dragons from the line shoot 70%. Sane for the second of two. Missed them both from the line. Draper collects his first rebound of the ball game for Tuskegee. Last ball game, Draper 16 points, 5 rebounds in the loss to Miles College on Saturday. Top of the key, Boyce pops out. Had it tapped and out of bounds. It'll stay with Tuskegee. 15 to shoot. 18:50 left, first half of play. Glad you could join us here on GTS in our continuing coverage of Golden Tigers basketball. And Tuskegee on the road in Jackson, Tennessee. Pennington with the basketball out front. 13 to shoot now. DA jumper in the corner. Pennington starts things off the right way. Got his first field goal in the corner. Pennington coming off a 7.2 rebound performance against Miles on Saturday. First field goal here gives Tuskegee the early 2-0 lead. Elijah Greer-Dawson out front. Walker with the defensive assignment. Greer-Dawson lost his dribble across the floor with the pass now. 8 to shoot now for the Dragons of Lane College. On the move right side, Greer-Dawson to the rack, and he got a layup. Tuskegee played the defense all the way down, but Greer-Dawson got some space for a lay-in to tie it at 2 each. Walker in the front court now for Tuskegee. He'll slides right side. Walker, entry pass at the block. Draper's fouled inside by Matthews. Good entry pass from Rodney Walker out front to Draper on the inside. Matthews catching up. That's his first personal. Draper to shoot 2 here. Draper 72 of 141 from the free throw line. First free throw offering here for Tuskegee. Golden Tigers struggle from the free throw line at 15th in the conference as Draper missed the first of 2. Tuskegee had 60% shooting from that line. You just wonder where this team would be if they had a better shooting percentage from that free throw line in the front half of the season. Lost several close ball games by virtue of what they didn't do from the free throw line. See if they can pick things up in the second half of the season. Draper missed. Only got that one to fall. That one went straight up and came straight down for Draper and for Tuskegee. So Dragons of Lane College in a half-court set now. Matthews with it. Left side with the basketball over to Mitchell. Mitchell works it right side, lead behind out front. On the pass is Tabor Brown. Jumper missed on the shot. Draper runs that down for Tuskegee, and we go back the other way. Tuskegee leads 3-2. Walker out front. They push it up top, Draper. Draper at the foul line. Tried to throw it back out front to RJ, and he threw it out of bounds. So the turnover gives the basketball back to Lane with 17:20 left. First half of play. Tuskegee with a 3-2 lead. Greer-Dawson with it out front for the Dragons. Top of the key, Matthews quickly with a jumper. He releases, missed on the shot. Rebound, RJ. Walker with the quick step across the timeline. Right side, Seasbury. Kevin, 5 points in the last ball game. They really want to get him started early. Up top, Draper pops out for the basketball. Across the floor to Kevin. Kevin, hard push in the corner. Doubled there. Had it lost for momentarily. Got the rebound to the glass. Banked it home right side. Kevin Seasbury staying with it that time on the half-court set. Got his first field goal of the ball game. Tuskegee leads 5-2. We're at 16:35 left, first half of play. Dragons half-court set. They go left to right first 20 minutes. Set to check in next dead ball. Noah Goins for Tuskegee. Out front three-point shot. That one looks off the mark by Sane. Backside rebound to Tuskegee. Walker across the timeline now. Rodney working off of a screen by Amir. Lead behind Pennington for 3. And Pennington 2 for 2 from the floor. That one a three-point shot for Tuskegee. DA from behind the arc. Got out leading the team there. 15th in the conference, 28 of 76 coming into tonight's ball game. Actually second on the team from behind the arc for Tuskegee. Got a big three-point shot there. He's got 5 in the first half. Matthews down in the corner. Jumper. Sane rattled that one good for the Dragons. 8-5, Tuskegee with the leads. 39 left first half. Walker up top. Right side, Pennington. Trying to get it to Boyce at the block if he can. DA again for 3. This one looks short, and it is short. Rebound cleared at the block by Mitchell. Up the floor come the Dragons. Set to check the next dead ball. Chip Culpepper for Tuskegee. Elijah Greer-Dawson, the junior from Detroit, works it out front for Lane. Tuskegee with an 8-5 lead. We're at 15-10 left first half. Right side, Sane in the corner underneath, reverse layup. Nicely done by him to get the basket to make it 8-7. Walker and Tuskegee back the other way. Just under 15 left first half. Seasbury with it, pushes across the floor to Pennington. Pennington at the block, Draper. Draper working right side, turns, gives it back up to Pennington. 9 to shoot. Pennington wraparound pass, Draper, 5. Draper to the glass, banked it, left it short of the cylinder. Rebound to the Dragons. They can tie or take a lead with a basket that's stripped down the floor. Out front, Greer Dawson. Jumper, foul on extended, line drive, good for Greer Dawson. So the Dragons take a 9-8 lead with 14 minutes, 15 seconds left first half. Walker with it across the timeline for TU now. Tuskegee trailing for the first time in the ball game. Up top, Pennington had it taken away by Greer Dawson. He'll go to the rack left side, missed on the shot, missed on the backside, and luckily Tuskegee coming away with the basketball. Walker across the timeline now. Rodney fires a three-pointer, back of the iron. Backside, Kevin had it, but he lost it. Now he'll take it away in the backcourt. Now they dive for it. Dragons come away with it. Sane in a half court set. 13:35 left first half. Tuskegee trailing 9-8 to Lane College. Greer Dawson, right side to Sane. Sane squares for 3, missed on the shot. Draper waits for it and gets the backside rebound for Tuskegee. RJ across the timeline now. Draper, screen, top of the floor. Now right corner, Seasbury. Line drive 3 for Seasbury. Rattled it good, and he's fouled on the three-point shot. The three-pointer will count. He'll go to the line for the rare 4-point opportunity for Tuskegee. 13:07 remains. We come to our first media timeout here inside the JF Lane Gymnasium. Timeout comes with Tuskegee claiming the lead, 11-9. After the break, Seasbury at the line for the free throw.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Golden Tigers with an 11-9 lead after the media timeout on the floor. Tuskegee from the floor, shooting 4 of 9 at 44%. Dragons 4 of 12 at 33% early in this basketball game. Tuskegee 2 of 3 from behind the arc and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 13:07 remains in this first half of play. Tuskegee with a lead, 11-9, and Seasbury will be at the line shooting after he was fouled on the three-point play, converted on the three-point basket. Chance for a 4-point opportunity here. Just a little reverb here. Bryce Cummings set to come in next to that dead ball for Tuskegee. As Seasbury at the line, Culpepper out on the floor. Seasbury with the free throw, rattled and missed it, but the rebound comes to Kevin. Tuskegee with another look. Culpepper, left side of the floor now. He'll backpedal with a pass back out front to Rodney. Now Draper. Right block, Noah Goins. Noah lost it momentarily. Now he's doubled at the block. Pushes back out front. Walker, left side. Culpepper, 4 to shoot. Across the floor, Seasbury. He knows it fires. Hit it at the back of the iron. Rebound fought for it. Noah had a hand on it. And they tie things up now near the foul line. As Goins going for that basketball. And I believe on the inside, it was Greer Dawson who was tying it up on the inside. And Noah saying, yeah, he's good. And tying up on the inside, it's Christopher Hood, the junior. Officials conferring there now. Bryce Cummings set to come in onto the floor. See who he's going to replace in the lineup. Cummings with some great work for Tuskegee in the last ball game. 12 minutes of play for him. 2 points and 6 rebounds. Really a spark against the Bears of Miles College. Trying to get the players back on both sides of the floor, and the officiating crew still at the free throw line on the left end of the floor, still gathered after there was a massive tie-up for that basketball. Noah Goins went down hard to the floor, had a wraparound on Christopher Hood, and he and Hood just kind of stayed tangled up there, and Hood sliding on top of Goins there at the end of that play. Oftentimes it's not the first person, it's the last person who does the most aggressive thing that gets hit for the call, and clearly Christopher Hood sliding over the top of Goins after they tied up on a jump ball. He was the most aggressive at the end. We'll see what they come away with as the officials set to break their huddle near the free throw line. 12:41 left first half. They're going to call a foul on Noah Goins. And they're going to call a technical foul. Looks like they'll call that against Hood for the Dragons of Lane College. So a lot to sort through there. I think Noah will get hit for a personal. But after the personal foul, Hood just really beside himself and just creating that contact afterwards. So we'll see if we've truly got it all sorted out here as they get to P.J. O'Brien, the sports information director here, official scorer. See if they can get the right read on it. Roger Ogden coming in as the PA announcer, see if he can't get a read on it. I think we're close on it. I think they're going to get Noah for the personal, and they'll call the technical on Hood for the Dragons of Lane College. So early on here, the officiating crew being challenged here inside the J.F. Lane Gymnasium. So looks like it'll be Rodney Walker as shooting the tech for Tuskegee on their end of the floor with 12:41 remaining and Tuskegee leading 11-9. Rodney got that first one from the line for the Golden Tigers. So an early strum here inside J.F. Lane Gymnasium. Rodney rattled both from the free throw line. Goins still on the floor with a smile on his face. Think they got him for the personal, but it will be Lane's basketball, and they will inbound it in the backcourt. Tuskegee will show full court pressure. Tuskegee now with a 13-9 lead. And the Dragons will inbound it. No, instead it's going to be Tuskegee's basketball. They'll have it. So looks like they got a technical foul, a no personal called on Noah. So Tuskegee will have it after the personal. Tuskegee leads 13-9. They'll inbound it out front to Draper. Draper walks it back out front now. In the corner instead, Culpepper up top to Rodney, and Tuskegee resets the offense. Draper, left side. Bryce at the block. Too deep. Pulls back out front. RJ for three. Front of the iron. Cummings with a rebound for Tuskegee. Fresh 20. He continues from his play on Saturday. At the left block, Draper. Draper, drop step. Looks toward the cylinder. Up top and across the floor. They almost throw it away. Cummings in the move. And he's fouled in the corner. Good job there by Tuskegee moving that basketball. And the walk-on, Bryce Cummings down in the corner, receiving into that. Fresh 20 for Tuskegee. We're down to 12-10 left first half. They lead at 13-9. Out Culpepper with it out front now, trying to get it to Draper instead. They go across the floor to Cummings. He swings it over to Walker. Walker, bounce pass, and they throw it away. Basketball taken over by the Dragons on a dangerous pass. Back the other way comes Lane. They'll work it out front with Braylon Sanjurio, the freshman from the Bronx, New York, handling out front. Now with it is Keani Tang, the junior from Manchester, New Hampshire. 10 to shoot now for the Dragons. Fresh set of players on the floor for them. Christopher Hood, the junior, foul out extended, had it tapped. Now 5 to shoot for the Dragons. They work it back to Hood. Hood before the buzzer, air ball, basketball over to Tuskegee. That's why Tuskegee's the number 1 team in the conference and in the top 5 in the nation in field goal percentage defense. Good work there on the defensive end of the floor. 11:27 remains first half. We come to a media timeout. Tuskegee leads at 13-9. More basketball after the break.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Point baskets, and they're 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Dragons of Lane College, 4 of 13 shooting, 1 of 6 from behind the arc, and 0 of 2 for them from the free throw line. Tuskegee, led by Kevin Seasbury with 5 and D.A. Pennington with 5 to lead them in scoring. 5 for Rico Sane and 4 for Elijah Greer-Dawson, leading scores for the Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee will have the basketball now after play sets to resume. 11:27 left first half. Tuskegee leads 13-9. Pennington with it across the timeline. D.A. out front. Draper popped out momentarily, trying to set a screen. Across the floor now, Seasbury. Entry pass, Draper, foul line extended. He's doubled there. Seasbury right corner. Kevin on the move to the cylinder, and they'll get him for a tie-up on a jump ball. And Odell's basketball will belong to the Dragons of Lane College. Seasbury went airborne in the corner, nowhere to go with that one. Good defensive work by the Dragons. TU jumps into full court pressure. Across the floor now, Sane works it. Top of the key, now back out front to Greer-Dawson. 10:54 left first half. Tuskegee with a 13-9 lead. Half court set for the Dragons. Mitchell with it, 10 to shoot for Lane College. Now Greer-Dawson again with it, 6 to shoot. Sane, right side, hops in the paint, floater to the glass, missed on the shot. Rebound, Draper at the block for Tuskegee. Up the floor now, threw the basketball away, trying to rush it on the transition, and they turn it over. Back the other way comes Greer-Dawson to the rack, missed on the shot. Noah got the rebound for Tuskegee. Good job of transition defense for Tuskegee. Goins with that rebound. Pennington out front now. D.A. lost his balance momentarily, kicks it in the corner, but he stepped on the inbound line, instead stumbling to the surface. 10:13 left, first half of play. Unfortunate for Pennington there in that half-court set, just stumbled and fell right on the inbound line. Basketball over to the Dragons as Greer-Dawson handles across the timeline. At the 10-minute mark, Tuskegee with a 13-9 lead. Up top with the basketball, popping out for it is Tabor Brown. Now right side with it is Sane, 10 to shoot. Up top, Martrice Mitchell handles. On a weave, it's Matthews. On the move right side, he's doubled there. Matthews pushes back out. They don't get it off again. How about that defense by Tuskegee? Working them all the way down on the shot clock, and they got another shot clock violation by the Dragons. Get rewarded for the good defensive work. Tuskegee with the basketball. They lead 13-9. Seasbury to inbound it. 9:41 remains first half. Pennington with it across the timeline. Greer-Dawson will meet him there. Left side, Boyce pops out for it. Up top, Goins with it. Now left, Seasbury got the block Amir. Amir doubled, back out to Pennington for 3. Front of the iron on the shot. Going sky high with the rebound. Noah to the glass. Spinner is good for Goins right side. So Noah with a tough basket on the offensive end of the floor makes it 15-9. Tuskegee with the lead. 9:12 remains first half. Greer-Dawson out front for the Dragons. Popping out for it is Sane. Culpepper guarding him closely. Right side with the basketball, Tabor Brown. Already 7 to shoot for the Dragons. They try to dump it down low. At the block, they work it there to Mitchell. And they throw the basketball away. This defense of the Golden Tigers just simply relentless. At this point, they get another turnover from the Dragons and back the other way. Keone Tang, the junior, back out on the floor for head coach Harold Rayford and the Dragons. He's trying to find an answer to that pressure defense by Tuskegee. Pennington, 8:46 left. Across the floor, right side, Culpepper. Chip back to DA. They play catch with it. Culpepper, line drive jumper, back of the iron. Noah got it, goes to the floor. It's loose on the floor. Seasbury dives after it. It's loose on the floor. The Dragons come away with it, but Noah touched it in the backcourt. Almost comes away with a turnover. Hood, front court for the Dragons now. He works it back out front into the hands of Sanjurio. Jumper out behind the arc, and that one's good by Ting for the Dragons. 8:07 left first half. Tuskegee up by 3. Culpepper right side. Across the floor to Pennington. Down at the block, Boyce. Amir pushes back to Culpepper. Culpepper in traffic, had to save it, and they throw it away. 3-on-1 basketball, back the other way. Whistles on the inside, no call there. Tuskegee comes away with the basketball as Johnson in the paint couldn't convert on lay-in. So Tuskegee retains the 3-point lead. 7:40 remains. Boyce, Pennington. Bounce pass back to Amir. He lost it on the inside. Dragons come away with it. Tang, head fake. Everybody wanted to travel there. They didn't get it. Hood on the floor, leans back with the jumper. His spinner's off the mark, and the rebound cleared by Seasbury for Tuskegee. Timeout on the floor. 7:17 left first half. Tuskegee with a 15-12 lead. I think Coach Taylor may have taken that timeout. And they're going to call this one a media timeout with 7:17 left first half. Tuskegee leading 15-12. Will step out as well on GTSN.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
7:17 remains. First half action. Tuskegee with a 15-12 lead. Tuskegee will bring on Roy Obsaint. Kasami Draper still on the floor. Kevin Seasbury out there. So is D.A. Pennington and R.J. Walker, the 5 for Coach Taylor after the timeout. Walker across the timeline, D.A. Back across the floor to Rodney. Entry pass Draper. Seasbury, jumper for 3. Shot the line, drive hard. Missed on the shot. Rodney will run it down in the backcourt for Tuskegee though. Left side, Pennington. Obsaint for 3. Roy back of the iron on his shot. And the rebound's cleared by Sanjurio. Sanjurio, left side. Jumper in the corner, and that one's knocked down by Keone Tang, the junior. So back-to-back field goals for Tang to tie the basketball game at 15. Walker across the timeline. Entry pass Draper. Draper inside. Head fake. Nice job by Draper underneath the defense. Missed on the shot, though. Basketball to the Dragons of Lane College. They can go up with a basket here. Across the floor, Tang pushes back out front to Sanjurio. We're at 6:25 left first half. Tang again, this time missed on the shot, but a backside rebound by Johnson, and they get a fresh 20. The freshman from New York, Sanjurio, handles left side. Tuskegee doubles him, pushes back across the floor, threw it away in the corner. Draper runs it down for Tuskegee, and Draper threw it over way to the Dragons. Dragons inside the paint. They lost it momentarily on a tie-up now. Brandon Johnson, the freshman, tied up by Tuskegee on the inside. And a technical foul going to be called this time on D.A. Pennington for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. It was clear Brandon Johnson had that basketball in his hands. D.A. kept trying to keep the action going there. They got him for a little bit of success there. And Pennington hit with the technical. 5:59 remains in a chippy first half of basketball. Dragons at the line to shoot now. Kwani Tenn, the junior, to shoot the Tech. Tenn didn't start this basketball game for the Dragons, but he's hit a couple of big field goals already. He missed on that first on the technical shot. One more coming. Dragons will have the basketball after the second technical by Tenn. We're at 5:59 remaining, first half. Tenn for the second. They got the second of two. They lead 16-15, and they will have the basketball. Ob Saint departs. Dylan Cambridge out on the floor now for Tuskegee. Dylan, the redshirt sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, his first spot of duty in the ball game. 5:53 remains first half. Tuskegee now trailing by a point as Hood will inbound at left of the Dragon cylinder. Pushes it. In play to Johnson. Tenn on the move, running jumper left side, missed on the bank shot. Hood got a reverse lay-in, missed there. Tie up inside. He and Cambridge tied up this time. And the arrow, I think we will keep it with the Dragons of Lane College. Noah Goins set to check in. 5:48 left in this first half of play. Tuskegee trails 16-15. The arrow that time favored Tuskegee. Cambridge off the floor, inserted there for defensive purposes. Now as they go back the other way, Goins back out on the floor. Walker, entry pass, Draper, left side, Pennington. Pennington back across the floor. They push it quickly to Seasbury. Seasbury to Draper. Draper doubled immediately. He'll step back out to reset. 13 to shoot. Left side, DA. 10 to shoot. Draper, foul line. Got some space on the inside and turns with the right hand hook shot. Very patient work there by the Golden Tigers on the inside. They lead it 17-16 after that basket. 5:15 left first half of play. Sanjurio across the floor right side just in front of our vantage point to Christopher Ford. Hood, that is. Hood works at top of the key. Now back across the floor to Sanjurio. 10 to shoot here for the Dragons. They push it in the corner to Tenn. Now Sanjurio across the floor. Hop step inside, and they lost the basketball. Tuskegee with another good work on the defensive end. Johnson, or Walker that is, across the timeline for Tuskegee now. Down in the corner, Seasbury. Entry pass, Draper, foul line extended, left side, lost the dribble. Seasbury, head fake, back inside Kev to Draper. Draper, and they'll get him for the travel on the inside. Great ball movement there by Tuskegee in that half-court set. Just one too many steps on that last pass. Matthews back out for Coach Rayford and the Dragons, and so is Martrice Mitchell. 4:34 left first half. Tuskegee by a point, 17-16. Elijah Greer-Dawson back out on the floor. He'll handle the basketball out front. R.J. Walker guarding him defensively. Right side, tried to get it to Matthews. Lost his dribble instead. Walker almost took it away. Now Seasbury does. 2-on-1 basketball. Seasbury underneath. Tried to dump it to Pennington. It'll stay with Tuskegee. 4:12 remains first half. Tuskegee by a point with the basketball. 17-16. Walker will inbound it left of the TU cylinder. Entry pass Noah. Noah quickly to the rack. Beat Matthews there. And Goins with his second field goal of the first half. Tuskegee with a 19-16 lead. Greer-Dawson out front for the Dragons. Bounce pass right side to Sane. Sane guarded by Pennington. Now up top they work it with a pass to Mitchell. Mitchell spins left side with the basketball. Now on the move is Tabor Brown. 7 to shoot. Sane with a lead behind and left it inside to Matthews. Back to Sane, short on his jumper. Tuskegee with the basketball. Here comes R.J. Walker quickly across the timeline. Behind Pennington for three. Back of the iron, follows his own shot though, got a rebound. Right side, DA working, leans back with the jumper. This time he finds the range inside the paint. Nice work by Pennington to follow. He'll make it 21-16. Ramir Boyce set to come in next dead ball. We're down to 3:15 left, first half of play. Greer Dawson with it out front now for Lane. Sane pops out forward right side. Up top, Mitchell. Now on a weave. This is Brown. He'll take a three-pointer. Front of the iron. Rebound to Rodney Walker and Tuskegee. RJ quickly back the other way for TU. He'll slide right side. Seasbury pushes back out front to RJ. 2:49 left first half. They're trying to get it inside the Draper, but they throw it away instead. Dragons come away with the basketball. Greer Dawson with it across the timeline. He'll slide the paint all the way through, a little bit out of control, and he drew a whistle on the inside, though. Call the foul on Noah Goins on the inside. 2:37 left in this first half of play. Media timeout, 21-16. Tuskegee with the lead. We'll step out on GTSN.
Tuskegee Nation, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
What does education mean when you choose the top HBCU in Alabama?
So one of the things that's been most valuable from my experience at Tuskegee is being able to face challenges head on. I can definitely say here I've learned how to be an advocate for myself, how to speak up, and how to present myself in ways that can help me get opportunities, to help me fix things that may not be right. And I think that's really just the best skill that I've learned here that I can take with me for the rest of my life.
Look forward to your bright future. Apply to Tuskegee University today.
.237 remains first half. Tuskegee with a 21-16 lead. 8 of 21 shooting from the floor for the Golden Tigers at 38%. 2 Vibes Restaurant 3-point field goals for Tuskegee. 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Tuskegee right now winning the rebounding battle 21-11 over the Dragons of Lane College. For the Golden Tigers, it led by the Anthony Pennington with 7, Seasbury with 5, Noah Goins with 4 for the Golden Tigers. At the line for the Dragons, it's Elijah Greer Dawson, and Dawson missed on the first free throw. Dragons 6 of 24 shooting from the floor. From the free throw line, now 1 of 5 and 3 of 10 from behind the arc. Greer on the second got that one to fall. He's got 5 in the first half. Christopher Hood, the junior, back out on the floor now for Coach Rayford and the Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee leads 21-17 with 2:35 remaining first half. Pennington across the floor to Walker. Walker bounced pass in the corner to Seasbury. Across the floor, D.A. D.A. doubled at the sideline. Works it to Seasbury. Kevin in the corner. R.J. head fakes. Fly-by defense. R.J. rattled and missed the 3. Boyce at the block. It's run down by the Dragons. Boyce took it away at the block. Now the Dragons clear it away from Culpepper. Sanjurio out front. Right side, Tang on the move. Whistles, and he's fouled out front. They'll get Amir Boyce with the personal on the penetration by Tang with 2:02 remaining first half. Non-shooting foul for the Dragons, so Hood will inbound it. Left of their cylinder. Evan Howell out on the floor for head coach Benchy Taylor. Boyce takes a seat. Dragons inbounded out front now. Johnson with it on the weave. Now Sanjurio handle as he backpedals near the mid-stripe. Walker with that defensive assignment. Sanjurio trying to get it across the floor to Tang. Goes left side instead. And working inside is Johnson. 5 to shoot now for the Dragons as they backpedal to Hood. Hood works left side all the way through at the block. And he'll get bailed out at the baseline. He took a hard tumble on the inside of the paint. He's been down quite a lot in this first half for the Dragons. They call that foul on the inside. I think they called out on Evan Howell at the block for Tuskegee as Kasame Draper set to check in next dead ball for Tuskegee. Hood rushing on that first free throw, missed it there as Howell takes the seat after picking up that personal. 1:39 left, first half of play. At the line, Christopher Hood for the Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee with a 21-17 lead. Hood rattled and missed that second free throw. Missed them both from the line, so Tuskegee with the basketball. Walker, right side, Seasbury. Seasbury doubled at the wing. Entry pass, Draper. Across the floor, Pennington. Entry pass back to Draper. Bounce pass at the block. Culpepper, he'll have to run it down. 14 to shoot. Seasbury, line drive three. Seasbury knocks it down for Tuskegee. Tuskegee going to jump into full court pressure now with 1:17 left. 24-17 TU leads. Big basket there by Gavin. Full court pressure by the Golden Tigers. Across the timeline. At the block now, they got a man free there. And the easy flush with Johnson. Tuskegee concentrating so much on that full court pressure that the Dragons got behind the defense after they got it across the mid-stripe. And they got an easy flush by Johnson at the baseline. 64 seconds left first half. Tuskegee leads at 24-19 over the Dragons of Lane College. We'll stay here on this timeout. Tuskegee amping things up just a bit here on the offensive end of the floor. They lead at 24-19. Golden Tigers back in action on Saturday. And we'll come to you live from Mobile, Alabama from the Arthur Outlaw Center at Spring Hill College, where Tuskegee will beat the Badgers of Spring Hill. Men's action starts at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Women to play at 1. We'll have coverage on GTSN for both ball games. As the Golden Tigers on the women's side will be going for their 7th win in a row. They defeated the Dragons of Lane College this afternoon. Dragons coming in number 2 in the West, Tuskegee at number 3. So at minimum, Tuskegee will flip positions with them and a possibility to take over that number 1 spot in the West, depending on what the Bears of Miles College do here tonight in basketball action. And that's a far cry for Coach Wester and that Golden Tiger team who struggled early on in the front half of the season. But boy, oh boy, have they put things together and have been really exciting to watch, including their win here over the Dragons this afternoon. Tuskegee, after the timeout, they'll have it in the backcourt with 60 seconds left in the first half. Pennington, he'll step across the timeline with the pass to Culpepper. Seasbury, foul line extended, missed on a jumper there. That was a good look, nothing wrong with that one, just didn't get the basket. Dragons quickly back the other way. They work it down in the corner to Tang. On the move is Hood. Hood had it tapped, almost lost it. Now he'll fire a three-pointer from out front, rattled and missed. Rebound Draper. Outlet Pennington, 35 seconds left first half. DA, right side, had it tapped. It'll stay with Tuskegee. Golden Tigers with a 24-19 lead and the basketball with just 31 seconds left before the intermission. In the backcourt, RJ with the basketball. Right side, Pennington. DA with it right side. Now down in the corner, Draper. Draper doubled immediately. Up top, DA. Across the floor now. Entry pass, Seasbury. Trying to get it down low, and he threw it away. Trying to get it down low there to Culpepper, left side, with the basketball thrown away. Dragons with a chance to close the half with a field goal. 6 to shoot. Out front with the basketball is Sanjurio. He'll take the three-pointer. That one looks off, and it is off. Tuskegee scrambling in that first half, but they lead it at the break 24-19 over the Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee second in the West. Dragons sixth in the West. Tuskegee trying to win a ball game after falling to the Golden Bears of Miles College on Saturday and maintain their position as second in the West, but against the tough Dragon team here at home at JF Lane Gymnasium. At the break, Tuskegee leads it, though, 24-19. We'll take a timeout here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Brown, class of 1986, president of Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. And hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. Just got to give them a chance.
Golden Tiger fans, I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the SIAC, and this is Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Are you fixing the power?
Yep, I'm gonna get the lights back on.
Yeah, my power went out and I have to start level 14 all over again in our game. Yeah, why didn't mine go out?
Well, we have this technology that can stop an outage in its tracks.
Why?
So less people will be affected during the outage.
Why?
So you can make the level 15?
Come on, Brian. Let's go to your house and keep playing.
Good luck, guys.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery, elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes. Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery, elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Golden Tiger fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Golden Tiger fans, don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee Athletics on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by Alabama Department of Public Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, healthy Alabama. Booster Digital Displays, dedicated to providing high-quality, affordable LED displays with exceptional service. TNT Fireworks, celebrating more than 100 years of America's #1 best-selling brand of fireworks. Alabama Power, developed for the service of Alabama. Wind Creek Casino, Montgomery, elevate your game to fabulous. The Home Depot, more saving, more doing. Coca-Cola, real magic. Zuby's Taco Kitchen, Yellowwood. And by Vibes Restaurant, we're all about good vibes. Utilities Board of Tuskegee. Purpose, progress, people.
I'm Rolandus Rice, Chief Operating Officer and the Vice President for Student Affairs at Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You got to live it. You got to enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just got to give them a chance.
Boy, that's such a touching piece on Tuskegee University and really what the university is really all about. Just cascade of students who are coming through there that are really going to make an impact in this world, and it's because of that caring environment of TU that makes it so possible. We're live here in Jackson, Tennessee on the road. Golden Tigers leading at 24-19 over the Dragons of Lane College. Basketball action. Golden Tigers second in the West, meaning the number 6 team in the West. Dragons of Lane College at the break. Tuskegee 9 of 23 shooting from the floor at 38%, 3 of 11 from behind the arc, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Dragons 7 of 27 shooting, 3 of 12 from behind the arc, and they've made 2 free throws out of 8 attempts. Good news, Tuskegee leading the boards 23-13 in terms of rebounding. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they were led in that first half by Kevin Seasbury with 8, D.A. Pennington with 7. Also got 3 from Kasami Draper, 4 from Noah Goins, and Rodney Walker with a field goal for Tuskegee in the first 20 minutes of play. For the Dragons of Lane College, Elijah Greer-Dawson with 5, and Rico Singh the second. He had 5, but they were led in scoring by Kwani Tang. Tang coming off of their bench to lead them to scoring in the first 20 minutes of play. And Tuskegee with the 24-19 lead as we get set to start the second half. Tuskegee, largest lead in the first half, 7 points. Dragons, their largest lead was 1. Tuskegee, best scoring run, 7 points. That came with about 9:19 remaining. And the Dragons had a 7-point scoring run with about at the 14-20 mark. So far, 4 lead changes, 2 ties in the ball game. Final 20 minutes just ahead. Glad you could join us on GTSN. Charles Ward here with the coverage from Jackson, Tennessee. Eric Tabor live in our remote studios handling our coverage tonight. Golden Tigers on the women's side, already winners this afternoon. They defeated the Dragons of Lane College 63-48. 6th win in a row for the Lady Tigers. Men trying to follow suit here with the Dragons of Lane College. Underway here in second half basketball action. Half court set for the Dragons. Out front is Braylon Sanjurio. Sanjurio works it left side, now back to the right. On the weave, this is Christopher Matthews with the basketball. Lead behind Sanjurio. Good defensive work by Tuskegee. They pick a steal there. Pennington comes away with it now. Pennington one-on-one, right side, and a whistle down low. Basketball back over to the Dragons of Lane College. DA left side there, lost sight of him underneath there. It looks like he lost the basketball trying to get it back into the field to play on a pass. So the Dragons get it. Matthews with it behind the arc. He'll circle top of the key. Right side now, Greer Dawson with the basketball. Just underway here in second half action. 19 minutes, 14 seconds left. 5-second call there. Tuskegee with the basketball. Coach Taylor, he knew it. He was calling it out just to our right, and the officials heard him. Tuskegee with the basketball. So the Golden for the Dragons turn it over. That's their 7th turnover of the ball game as Tuskegee comes back the other way, half court set. Rodney Walker on a turn up top to Kevin Seasbury. Seasbury back to RJ. Draper out the screen now for RJ. They try to roll it back to Draper. Pennington right side, got some space. DA with the jumper, front of the iron. Boyce had it. Seasbury had it. Now Pennington has it. So Tuskegee with a fresh 20. Entry pass, Boyce. Left side, right hand to the glass. Missed on the shot. Draper got the putback for Tuskegee backside. And they come away with the basket. They lead it 26-19. Half court set now for the Dragons as Sanjurio handles out front. Works it right side over to Tabor Brown. Brown up top to Matthews. We're at 18 left in this ball game. 11 to shoot for the Dragons. Greer Dawson out front now with 7 to shoot. Cross dribble by him all the way to the rack and a whistle on the inside. Kevin played him all the way straight up right until the end of that play. And they'll get him for the personal on the inside. Tuskegee taking the Dragons deep into every possession that they have on their shot clock, just not yielding anything out front. That time Seasbury hit with the personal. That's Kevin's second personal, and that'll send Greer Dawson to the line to shoot. He had 5 in the first half of play, along with 1 assist and 2 steals. It's the first free throw to make it 26-20. 18:09 remaining in the ball game. Greer Dawson for the second of 2, knocked them both down from the line, makes it 26-21. Tuskegee with the lead and the basketball. Walker handles, he'll come across the timeline. Right side, Pennington. Back over to RJ. Now entry pass, Boyce. Amir, right corner, Pennington. And Pennington pushes back out to Draper. 11 to shoot now for Tuskegee. Back to Draper at the foul line. He's fouled there. Call the foul on the inside on Brandon Johnson. So the junior from Fort Lauderdale gets hit with that personal. Non-shooting foul for Tuskegee right of the cylinder. Seasbury in the corner. And a whistle as it got it in the corner to him. It was tapped out of bounds by the Dragons. 18 to shoot now for Tuskegee. Pennington far side of the floor to inbound it. He'll push out front to Walker. RJ resets left side Pennington. Entry pass Draper. Draper in the paint. Floating hook shot by Draper, and he's good. Nice job by Kasami. A recognition on the inside. And he got that floating hook for the basket. Tuskegee with a 28-21 lead as a result. 17-25 remains in the ball game. Matthews works it down in the corner. Now they get it back to him across the floor, sliding on the inside. Left side is Sanjurio. Now they push it back out front. Long range shot is off the mark. Boyce coming in on the back side of that play, trying to take it away from Mitchell, but they'll get him for a personal. Couple of substitutions. Noah Goins out on the floor for Tuskegee. 5 freshmen out on the floor now for Coach Harold Rayford and the Dragons of Lane College, led by Rico Sain II. Also out there is Christopher Hood. And Keani Tang out there. He'll handle the basketball out front. Tang's left hand shot rejected by Noah Goins. That's a Yellowwood block shot there by Goins. In that half-court set defensively for Tuskegee. 17:03 left in the ball game. Tuskegee by 7, and the Dragons with the basketball. Hood to unbound it, right of their cylinder, dumps it in play to Johnson. Johnson with it, lost his dribble, pushes across the floor now with the basketball is Sain. Sain down in the corner, Tang with the jumper, missed on the shot. Noah clears the errant shot for Tuskegee. Outlet pass to Pennington, DA across the timeline. Back out front, RJ. Now across the floor, Seasbury for 3. Seasbury rattles that triple for the Golden Tigers. And Tuskegee with a 10-point lead now, the largest of the ball game. 16:30 remains. 31-21 TU with the lead. Sain with the basketball. Half-court set for the Dragons. Pennington guarding him defensively. Whistles. They call the foul on Seasbury, who was coming out for the basketball. Kevin catching up with that play, commits the foul. Entry pass inside quickly to Johnson. Johnson squaring on Noah. Now he backpedals. Dumps it down at the block. They missed on an easy shot at the baseline by Randon Johnson, and Tuskegee with the basketball. Walker. Seasbury. Foul out extended. Draper. Draper turns into a double. Draper across the lane now. Bounce pass, Seasbury. Kevin underneath, and he's fouled at the block. Good recognition there by Draper with that lead pass there for Seasbury on the inside. 15:52 left in the ball game. Tuskegee with its largest lead, 31-21. And a timeout on the floor, media timeout. Tuskegee with the lead. We'll take a break here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Back live here inside the JF Lane Gymnasium on the campus of Lane College. Tuskegee with a 31-21 lead over the Dragons of Lane College. 16:58 left in the contest. Tuskegee set to go back to work. Golden Tigers on the floor, 12 of 26 shooting. They're up at 46% shooting now. Golden Tigers in that loss to the Golden Bears of Niles College only shot 33% in that contest from the floor. Better outing so far for the Golden Tigers here against the Dragons. 4 Vibes Restaurant 3-point baskets for Tuskegee, and they're 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Tuskegee still ahead in the rebounding edge, 25-14. Turnovers, 13 for TU, 6 for the Dragons of Lane College. At the line, Seasbury good on the first free throw for Tuskegee. Kevin's got 12 in the ball game, along with 2 rebounds, now 13 after that second free throw. Christopher Whitmore out on the floor now. He'll replace Kevin Seasbury in the lineup. Whitmore earning some time on the floor for Tuskegee by virtue of his work over the last few ball games. So it's Whitmore, Goins, Draper, Pennington, and R.J. Walker on the floor for Coach Taylor. Right side with the basketball. Sane lost his dribble. Now up front to Hood. Hood works it down in the corner to Tang. Hood on the move, right side. Lead behind to Johnson, and Brandon Johnson got the lay-in. Tuskegee collapsed on the defense, but the Dragons found the space on the inside. Full court pressure by the Dragons now. Pennington, he'll scoot across the timeline over to Walker, and a whistle there. Hood guilty of the foul there for the Dragons of Lane College. We're at 15:26 left in the ball game, far side of the floor. Pennington will unbound it for TU. Fresh 20, Pennington half-court set. Wrap-around pass, right side, Christopher Whitmore. Entry pass, Draper. Whitmore in the corner with the jumper, line drive. And they say that Whitmore was standing on the inbound line there, trying to get that jumper off in the corner. 15 minutes, 15 seconds left in the basketball game. Tuskegee with a 33-23 lead over the Dragons of Lane College. TU showing an early 3-2 defense now as the Dragons come across the timeline. Tang handles up top, works it to Hood out front. He'll slide across left side. Now Sane in the corner for three, missed on the shot. Long rebound comes to Johnson at the rack. He challenges Draper and got the lay-in right side. 33-25 after that basket. Culpepper set to come in next dead ball for Tuskegee. Walker up the floor to Goins, over to Draper. They throw the basketball away. Dragons back the other way now. Hood slides left pass to Johnson. Johnson's shot rejected at the block. Good defensive work there by Pennington for a Yellowwood block at the baseline. Up the floor now behind the defense. Draper, easy lay-in for Tuskegee on a Wind Creek Casino Montgomery lay-in. Tuskegee builds its lead back to 10, 35-25. 14-23 remains in the ball game, and a timeout on the floor. Probably count this one as a media timeout. Tuskegee by 10. We'll take a break here at GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I am Deborah Rogers, Deputy Chief Athletic Director, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Golden Tiger fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Golden Tiger fans, don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. .23 remains. Tuskegee leads by 10, 35-25 over the Dragons of Lane College. Lots of basketball left. Tuskegee trying to stay ahead. Largest lead for the Golden Tigers, 12 in this ball game at the 15:57 mark in the second half. 4 lead changes, 2 ties in the ball game. Tuskegee at 13 of 27 shooting from the floor, and they're 4 of 12 from behind the arc. After the timeout, it'll be Rodney Walker, Christopher Whitmore, Bryce Cummings, Kasami Draper, and Chip Culpepper. Different look here for Coach Taylor, trying to get his starters a rest here, trying to see what this reserve can do to maintain this lead for Tuskegee as the starters get some rest. Tuskegee jumping into a 2-3 defense. Out front is Sane with the basketball. Across the floor now, Hood handles. They go back over to Tang. 14 to shoot for the Dragons. Hood in the corner now. Pushes back up to Sane. He's doubled. Back to Hood. Jumper in the corner. Missed on the shot. Tuskegee battles around, and the basketball tapped around. It'll go to TU. Good defensive work for the Golden Tigers, so they'll have it. Whitmore to inbound it in the backcourt for the Golden Tigers. He'll give it over to Walker to get started, but that's full court pressure by the Dragons. Up to Draper. Draper back to RJ. Now Walker back to Draper. Draper inside the paint. Runner to the glass. Missed on the shot. Got a rebound. Culpepper with the left hand. He missed on that shot. Correction, it was Cummings on the inside with a good second chance opportunity. In the corner now, Dragons to Tang. Tang slides it back, top of the key. We're at 13:30 left in the ball game. Tuskegee still leading by 10. Hood with it, now up to Sane. 11 to shoot for the Dragons. Already under duress. They work it in the corner. Now all the way inside in traffic. And a goaltend call there at the cylinder. 13-16 left in the ball game. Pennington back out on the floor. He'll replace Whitmore in the lineup. Goins getting out on the floor. He'll replace Bryce Cummings. So Coach Taylor trying to get the starters some rest, but he pulls them back in there. Knows how important it is to maintain that lead. So he got the starters right back out there. A couple of minutes for the reserves. Whistles on the entry play. And a foul called in the backcourt on Rico Sane II. 13-16 left. Tuskegee set to rebound, inbound it again. They lead 35-27. Pennington quickly in the corner to Walker. Walker doubled there over to Pennington. Up the floor now. Goins behind the defense. Noah with the flush on the inside for Tuskegee. Alabama Power points in the paint there for the Golden Tigers. Also a Wind Creek Casino Montgomery fast break lay-in for the Golden Tigers. They take the lead back to 10, 37-27. 12:50 remains in the ball game. Tang with it, slides right side all the way through. Floater to the glass, he's fouled. Goins to the deck, Culpepper to the deck. They'll call the foul on Noah on the inside. So Tang to the free throw line for the Dragons. Noah picks up his third. 12:46 remains in the contest. First-year head coach Harold Rayford working the officials just in front of the scorer's table after Tang was fouled on the inside. Kuani Tang, the junior, misses on the first free throw. Matthews set to come back in. Greer Dawson and also Tabor Brown back out on the floor now for Coach Rayford and the Dragons. Sneaking back there also is Matrice Mitchell. Tang at the line. Tuskegee with a 37-27 lead. 12:46 remains. Tang got the second of two free throws. Full court pressure as Pennington inbounds it in the backcourt to Walker, down to DA. DA across the floor to RJ and Walker across the timeline. They'll set it left side. Now back to the right. Walker up top, bounce pass, Goins, 10 to shoot. Culpepper on the move, foul line extended, left hand by Culpepper, missed on his shot, fought for the rebound. Draper had it. Draper can't hold it. Basketball over to the Dragons. Seasbury out on the floor. He'll replace Culpepper in the lineup. 12:19 left in the basketball game. Tuskegee leads it 37-28. Up top with the basketball, Greer Dawson whistles. And we're going back the other way. They call a push by Matrice Mitchell in a half-court set against the Dragons. So we go back to Tuskegee handling the basketball. Pennington inbounds it to Walker. RJ across the timeline. Draper lost it momentarily, but regains. Up top to Noah. Left side, they push it now to RJ. Slide pass at the block, Draper. One-on-one. Draper floating hook shot. Nicely done on the inside. Good patient pass from Walker. Good easily shot inside the paint by Draper. So Tuskegee leads it 39-28 now. Jumper by Greer Dawson. That's off the mark. Seasbury runs that errant shot down for Tuskegee. RJ across the timeline now. 11:39 left in the ball game. Draper pops out for the basketball. Johnson catching up there. Goins with it. Left side over to Walker. Walker at the block. Draper, easy flush there for the Golden Tigers. Another Alabama power points in the paint as Draper got free for the flush. 11:24 remains. Tuskegee leads at 41-28. And a timeout here inside the JF Lane Gymnasium. Golden Tigers up. We'll take a break.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Lily Lanier, the class of 1971, Tuskegee University, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Golden Tigers Sports Network. Former president of Tuskegee National Alumni Association. Tuskegee with a 41-28 lead with 11:24 remaining in the ball game. And the Dragons with the basketball. It'll be Matthews to inbound it in the backcourt once play gets set to resume. They're going right back with a media timeout, I believe. It was taken right there. They should have taken that one right there prior to that one. So they're going to go ahead and get the media in now. 11:24 remaining in the basketball game. Stoppage in play. Tuskegee with a 41-28 lead. And we'll pay some bills on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Billy Knight, former general manager of the Atlanta Hawks, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Staying up to date on all recommended vaccines is one of the safest preventative care measures available to protect you and your family from disease. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Golden Tiger fans, let's all do our part to get back on track. Protect yourself and others by making sure you are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Golden Tiger fans, don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Golden Tigers 16 of 33 shooting from the floor at 49%. 4 of 12 from behind the arc. Kasami Draper already with a double-double, 13 points and 11 rebounds. Kevin Seasbury with 13 points and 3 rebounds. Pennington with 7 points and 3 rebounds. R.J. Walker or Noah Goins, he's got 6 points and 3 rebounds. Walker with 2. And Tuskegee with that total of 41. They lead 41-28 over the Dragons of Lane College. No Dragon in double figures for them in terms of scoring. Half-court set, back to live action. And the Dragons throw the basketball away with the turnover. That is their 8th turnover of the basketball game. Basketball back to Tuskegee. Tuskegee with 15 turnovers in this ball game. 5 assists as a team, 3 steals and 2 block shots. Half-court set now for Tuskegee. Off the turn, Seasbury turns for 3. Back of the iron on the shot. Draper had it. Tang took it away. Dragons want to run the basketball. Taken away by RJ, as coming back the other way was Greer Dawson with it, and RJ just took it away from him. So Tuskegee with it in a half-court set now. Draper trying to get it free as he's being doubled there by Greer Dawson at the block. RJ in the corner. Jump shot there. Seasbury missed on the shot. Backside rebound cleared by Sane, and here come the Dragons. Down in the corner. Jumper there. Line drive. Shot is off the mark. Kevin skies and gets the rebound after the missed shot by Sanjurio in the corner. We're at 10-13 left in the ball game. RJ across the timeline for TU now. Left side, Pennington. DA with it. Sane guarding him. He'll work left side. Slides all the way through the rack. Lead behind in the corner, and it's tapped out of bounds by the Dragons. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Tuskegee. Coach Taylor surveying the bench now, trying to determine who he wants to put in this situation. Under 10 minutes left in the ball game. Coach Rayford's a little bit more decisive about who he wants to put in there. He'll put Christopher Hood in on as he'll replace Tang in their lineup. Pennington, left of the cylinder to inbound it. Pushes to Draper. Draper, drop step right side. Kasami at the block. Got it airborne. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for Tuskegee. Brandon Johnson, the junior, all he can do is just try to hang on there. Draper working him at the baseline, so Kasami to shoot two here. 9:55 remains. 41-28, Tuskegee with the lead. Draper, 13 in the ball game. Kasami missed on that first free throw. Tuskegee from the line, 5 of 7 at 74% prior to that shot from the line. Austin Taylor out on the floor now for Tuskegee. Rodney Walker will take a seat. Rodney, always so reliable, just 2 points and 4 assists in the ball game, but he is the floor general for Tuskegee. Draper missed on them both from the line. Rebound to Sane and the Dragons. He'll go with a quick step left side. Now slides the paint, floater all the way through, and he got it to fall. Tuskegee just let him keep wandering and wandering inside the paint. Finally finished with a lay-in at the front of the cylinder. Draper across the timeline for Tuskegee now. He'll run it left side. Goins with the jumper and a whistle. Back the other way. Goins standing on the inbound line, I believe, on the far side of the floor. 9:34 remains in the basketball game. Tuskegee by 11. Culpepper back out on the floor. Goins down in the corner. It's lost where he was on the floor. Caught that pass right on the inbound line. TU in full court pressure now. Sane in the backcourt. Now comes across the timeline. Matthews pushes a corner pass in the corner. Trying to save it. Tuskegee can't, but it'll be an over and back for the Dragons. Tuskegee with the basketball. Good defensive work by the Golden Tigers once again. 9:21 remains. Pennington to inbound it just in front of our vantage point. 41-30 TU with the lead. Backcourt, Taylor with the basketball. Holston on a weed, gives it to Pennington. He'll come get it in the backcourt. Now works it in the front court, right side. DA behind the back with 7 now. Pass, Taylor, 6 to shoot. Across the floor, got it Culpepper. Chip on the move. Chip lead behind Draper. Draper can't get it for the shot clock. Tuskegee had what they wanted, just couldn't get it airborne quick enough. 9 minutes left. We go back the other way. Tuskegee by 11. In the backcourt with the basketball is Sanjurio. Taylor guarding him. Hood with it now, left side. Now Greer Dawson with it. 8:46 remains. Hood, left corner, slides all the way through. Now back up top, Greer Dawson. 7 seconds, running jumper by him. He missed on the shot. Culpepper clears for Tuskegee. Outlet pass, Taylor up the floor down Seasbury. Kevin at the block on Matthews. Slides it and threw the basketball out of bounds. Sometimes Tuskegee just gets a little bit ahead of itself. That time down at the block, Kevin, plenty of options there. Didn't have to try to slide it across the floor. Could have pulled it right back out. Had plenty of time on the shot clock. They turn it over nonetheless. Basketball belongs to the Dragons. Tuskegee still leads at 41-30. 8:20 left in the ball game. Greer Dawson, Euro step, whistles there. And he beat Culpepper and Taylor on the inside. They'll call the foul on Culpepper as he sliced in between the two of them. 8:17 remains. Hood to inbound it for the Dragons. Looking to get it inside the Matthews. They come out instead. Now they bounce it around and almost throw the basketball away. Greer Dawson, slide step left side. Spins inside the paint. Had to change in flight. Missed on the shot. Sane had it. Draper took it away for Tuskegee. Taylor with it in the backcourt. We're at 8 minutes left in the contest now. Alston slips down. Or may have been pushed down on the call. They call the foul on Christopher Hood. 7:55 left. Rodney Walker set to come in next dead ball. They'll do it after the timeout. Media timeout with 7:55 left. Tuskegee by 11. 41-30. Trying to hang on here in Jackson, Tennessee. We'll take a timeout here on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lana Bartley, the winningest women's basketball coach in HBCU history, and this is the Golden Tigers Sport Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Tuskegee with a 31-18 edge in terms of rebounding. They lead it on the scoreboard 41-30. Golden Tigers 16 of 34 shooting from the floor. 4 Vibes Restaurant 3-point baskets and 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Tuskegee, largest lead of the ball game now, 13 points. That came with 11:33 remaining in the second half of play. 4 lead changes, 2 ties in the ball game. Tuskegee points off of turnovers with 6, points in the paint 20, second chance points 4 Wind Creek Casino Montgomery fast break points, and 6 points from the bench for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. 7:55 left. Austin Taylor at the line shooting for the Golden Tigers. Taylor with the first free throw missed on the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound, and Tuskegee takes it away. Seasbury took it for the Golden Tigers, and he lost it over to Tang. So the Golden Tigers give it up back the other way now. Centurio down at the point. Sane running jumper is good, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Sane with good body control inside the paint for the Dragons. Got that field goal. He'll be at the line shooting. Sane, 9 points in the ball game for him, 1 rebound. He's got 1 block shot in the contest for the Dragons. So he'll shoot here. Tuskegee's lead is cut to single digits with 7:40 remaining. 5 of 12 shooting from the line for the Dragons. Sane trying to convert on a 3-point play. And he will with the free throw. So the lead now for Tuskegee, 41-33. Seasbury with it in the backcourt. Kevin over to RJ. RJ up to DA. Pennington across the timeline. Now they come across the timeline with it. Walker backpedals out front. Tang guarding RJ. 14 to shoot. He'll work off of a screen up front. Lost it momentarily. Across the floor now to Seasbury. Trying to get it to Draper if they can. 4 to shoot. Across the floor. Pennington on the move. Pennington tried to get it airborne and can't. Tuskegee runs it all the way down to the shot clock violation. Not able to get it airborne. Back the other way comes the Dragons. Inside on the penetration that time is Greer Dawson at a whistle. Tuskegee trying to catch up defensively. They call the foul that time on Pennington. 7:05 left in the ball game. Amir Boyce set to check in. He'll replace Austin Taylor in the Tuskegee lineup. 41-33, TU with the lead. Trying to hang on here in Jackson. Elijah Greer Dawson, the junior from Detroit, at the line to shoot. And he got the first free throw. He's got 8 in the ball game. 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He's true on both free throws. That'll make it 41-35. Full court pressure now. Tuskegee got to hurry. They got it into play. Amir trying to run it down, and no, they won't. They'll throw it away. So Tuskegee trouble with that Dragon full court press. 7:03 remains. Coach Taylor didn't want to take a time out there. Suffered the turnover instead. Tuskegee's lead, 41-35. Dragons trying to strike quickly here. Greer Dawson on the move. Ballard on the inside. A good block there by Amir Boyce. Outlet, Rodney Seasbury for 3. Got it for Tuskegee. Kevin just knows when his team needs a basket. and he's able to rise to the occasion. Got a triple there. 44-35 after that shot by Kevin. Pressure in the corner now. Hood lead behind, and Draper took it away. They say was standing on the inbound line, I believe. So the basketball will stay with the Dragons. Either that or they called a double dribble. More inclined to say on the line. Definitely did not see a double dribble there. Sane pushes in the corner to Tang. Now they go across the horn, back out to Sane. Floater inside again. Challenges at the rack, and he got it to fall. Timeout taken by Coach Rayford. Tuskegee just cannot stop that penetration of Rico Sane inside the paint. Sane with another field goal makes it 44-37. 6:18 left in the basketball game. Still a lot of time on that clock. Tuskegee trying to stay playing out front, but the Dragons making it awfully difficult as they got another field goal by Sane on the inside. Tuskegee converging there, but they're just not picking him up early enough in his penetration to stop him from getting to the rack. And there he was able to go in, take it all the way in for the layup for the Dragons of Lane College. Dragons in action on Saturday. And as you get to this part of the season, you start to see more contests on your division of the SIAC. Right now, the Golden Tigers meeting the Dragons this evening. Golden Tigers will meet Spring Hill on Saturday. They too play on the west side of the division. And the Dragons of Lane College on Saturday will meet the Bears of Miles College at Fairfield, Alabama in the Knox Wyndham Gymnasium on Saturday. So when it gets to this point of the season, every contest, because it's a conference contest and because it's on your division or your side in the SIAC, each ball game is important as you think about that top four hosting the first round of tournament play in the SIAC. Decided advantage if you can finish in the top four to get that first one on your home court. Seasbury, after the turnover on the last attempted inbound play, he'll run the baseline, got it in play to Pennington, and Pennington's tied up immediately for a jump ball. And the basketball will stay with Tuskegee. They've got to find some space in that backcourt to get an entry pass in. Right now, Dragons doing a good job of shutting Tuskegee down. They'll inbound it to Draper. Draper in the backcourt. Seasbury lost it momentarily. Now he'll run it down. May have been fouled there. And now they'll call a foul on the inside. Seasbury was fouled after he ran that basketball down in the backcourt, trying to run to get back into that play. Kevin commits a foul, and that'll send Hood to the line for the Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee led by as many as 13, and the Dragons have slowly cut into that deficit. Right now, Tuskegee leads 44-37. Rice Cummings set to come in next dead ball for Tuskegee. He'll replace Seasbury. And Coach Taylor doing that to try to get some defensive play in there as O'Meara departs and Noah Goins back out onto the floor. Coach Taylor recognizing that this one likely going to come down to defense. Second free throw, that one's missed by Hood, and Draper got the rebound. Pennington in the backcourt now. Pennington across the floor to Walker, and Walker back to DA across the timeline. 5:57 remains in the ball game. Tuskegee can use a basket that's stripped down the floor. Draper out front, bumped by Johnson. Up top to Noah. Now Tenn to shoot. On the weave, RJ. Left side, trying to get it there to Draper. Draper doubled, 4 to shoot. Draper backpedals out. They got to hurry now. They won't get the shot off. Tuskegee having to work so hard in the backcourt to get it across the timeline, running short on time when they get into the half-court set. Good defensive job there by the Dragons of Lane College. 5:38 remains. Tuskegee leads 44-37. Sanjurio works it right side now. Hood with the basketball out front. Tuskegee pushed into his own defense. Jumper rattled and missed. Culpepper had it. Goins had it. They almost lost it. Now Goins with it in the backcourt. Has to dribble and got it over to RJ. RJ across the timeline. Right corner. Pennington for three. Missed on the shot, but Draper runs down the rebound backside. Draper underneath to the glass. Draper with some good work at the block left side. He'll make it 46-37. Tuskegee with 5 minutes left with the lead. Alabama power points in the paint there by Draper at the left block. Braylon Sanjurio works it behind the arc now. Lead behind for Sane. Sane on the move, right side. Running jumper, front of the iron. Rebound, Goins clears for Tuskegee. 4:40 left now. Pennington across the timeline. TU with a good basket here could really stir things up. Walker, entry pass Draper. Draper hard to the rack. Bounce once, hook shot, and he's fouled by Sane, catching up at the back of that play. Kasami knew exactly what he needed to do. He went right to work at the right block. 4:29 left in the ball game. Tuskegee with the 46-37 lead. Couple of free throws would bode well here for the Golden Tigers. Draper at the line to shoot them. Sami with the first. Missed on the first of two. Tuskegee 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Draper for the second of two. .429 remains. Draper 1 of 2 from the line for Tuskegee. Take the lead back to 10. Sanjurio quickly across the timeline for the Dragons. Over to Tang. Now, Greer Dawson, left hand, missed on a shot. Late whistle there. He'll be bailed out. Goins can't believe the call, and they'll call it on Noah down low. So that'll send Greer Dawson back to the line for the Dragons. Left hand lay in by him. He left it short. Last time out, Greer Dawson with 7 points in the ball game. First free throw is good by him. That'll make it 47-38. One more coming. 4:19 left in the ball game. Greer Dawson, the junior from Detroit. Missed on that second free throw. Cummings clears for Tuskegee. Over to RJ. They backpedal defensively this time. Walker across the timeline. Right side, now back up top. He'll slide to his left. Slides all the way through. Underneath the defense. And they'll get him for the travel violation. He was trying to dump that basketball inside to Draper, but he got caught up. Draper was tied up, so he committed the travel violation. Tang behind the arc now. Inside the paint, and he was held by Walker out front. .356 remains, and we have a timeout on the floor. So the Dragons will be at the line shooting when we return after this media timeout. Tuskegee with a 47-38 lead over Lane College. More basketball ahead on GTSN.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Golden Tiger fans, this is Jordan Benson, your Sports Information Director, and thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go TU!
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with a 47-38 lead over the Dragons of Lane College. Tuskegee 18 of 37 shooting at 48%. 5 Vibe Restaurant 3-point basket for the Golden Tigers, 5 of 14 and 6 of 12 shooting from the free throw line. 3:56 remains. Tuskegee, boy, just trying to hang on here at Lane College, see if they can't get out of here with a win. 47-38, they lead it. And Kwame Tang, the junior, at the line for the Dragons to shoot. Tang coming off the bench for them early spark for them in the first half. He's got 8 right now. He's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Dragons as a team, 9 of 19. Tang got the first free throw for Lane to make it 47-39. He'll have one more coming. And the Tuskegee lead now is 47-40 after Tang got both free throws. Walker with it in the backcourt for Tuskegee. Across the floor to Pennington. Pennington across the floor to RJ, and across the timeline they come. Back out to Pennington. Pennington, bounce pass across the floor. Walker for 3. Walker rattled and he missed. Rebound fought for at the block. And we're going back the other way. Rodney had some space there, had a good look at the three-pointer, just missed it. 3:30 remains in the ball game. Tuskegee by 7. Sanjurio out front now for the Dragons. Left side, Greer Dawson. Zone defense for Tuskegee. Sanjurio up top now to Tang. Tang raises for 3, missed on the shot. Draper had it, but he lost it, tried to save it at the block. And the basketball back to the Dragons of Lane College. 3:14 left. Tuskegee giving the Dragons a second look here on a half-court set. Tang right of the cylinder, pushes out front to Johnson. Greer Dawson cross dribble right side underneath the defense. And Seasbury guarding him step for step there. No, get Kevin for the foul underneath. Kevin can't believe the call, but they'll get him. And that's Kevin's 5th personal, so Kevin's fouled out of the basketball game. 3:08 left, so Tuskegee's going to have to do it without Kevin in the lineup. Roy Upstate, the freshman from Naples, Florida, out on the floor now for Tuskegee. 3:08 left at the line. Elijah Greer Dawson for the Dragons to shoot. He's got 10 in the ball game. 6 of those coming from the free throw line. Now 7 as he converts on that free throw. And Tuskegee's lead down to 6 now with 3:08 remaining. Greer Dawson for the second. They got them both. Expect them to jump into full court pressure. Tuskegee's lead 47-42. Pennington with it in the backcourt now. They're trying to trap him. They go across the floor to Walker. Tuskegee trying to walk it up the floor. Pennington across the timeline now. Pennington threw it across the zone and he threw it away. Tang waiting for it on the other end. Basketball, Sane lost it inside. And a tie up inside the paint. Foul going to be called, oh my, on the inside. Somehow they come away with a foul on Pennington on the inside. 2:50 left in the basketball game. And at the line for the Dragons, Rico Sane the second. He'll go back there to shoot. That ball was free and open for anybody to take it inside the paint. They got Pennington for the personal. 47-42, Tuskegee leads. Sane at the line to shoot. He's got 12 in the ball game for the Dragons. And Sane rattled that free throw good. Dragons staying into this ball game by virtue of their work from the free throw line. 2:50 left in the contest. Tuskegee's lead down to 4 now. The second free throw is good by Sane. Tuskegee by 3. Entry pass to Walker. Back over to Pennington. Tuskegee still in the backcourt. Draper with it down the front court. Left side. Over to RJ. And he'll work it back to Draper. Half court set. Up top. They dump it down to Draper at the block. Draper inside and he's fouled. Tang guilty of the foul. Draper going back to the free throw line. Now Draper's got to show some mettle here from the line. 2:27 left. It's got to hit some free throws. Tuskegee leads 47-44. Draper to shoot. 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Draper good on that first. 48-44, Tuskegee with the lead. As usual, Coach Taylor pleading his case with the officials, trying to see if he can get some help next trip down the floor, asking them what to look for. Draper, 2 of 2 from the line there. Big free throws by Kasami there. 49-44, Tuskegee leads. 2:23 left. Sanjurio, left side, Greer Dawson. Now they push it to Tang. Back out to Greer Dawson. They're trying to cut him off from that penetration on the inside. Sane back to Greer Dawson. He'll try to penetrate, but nothing there so far. Tenn to shoot for the Dragons. They work it back out front. Sanjurio inside the paint, pushing and shoving, got it to the cylinder and banked it home with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense by Tuskegee. They just got a basket, the Dragons did, on the inside. Tuskegee by 3. Draper across the timeline, put it on the floor and he lost it. Sanjurio saying with the dunk right side, and Tuskegee's lead is down to 1. Draper had it, was dribbling across the timeline, and just lost where he was. 1:39 left, and the Dragons cut the lead to 1, 49-48. Full timeout by Coach Taylor and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Tuskegee trying to break that press. They had it in the middle of the floor. They got it to Kasami. Kasami across the timeline took a dribble with it and just lost it. Dragons converged. They took it away, and that led to a run-out finish by a dunk by Sane right side, and they cut the deficit to 49-48 with 1:39 left. Full court pressure by the Dragons has caused problems for the Golden Tigers throughout this basketball game. Tuskegee led by as many as 13, and now their lead is down to 1. They'll have the basketball. They've got to get something going in this half-court set. They will have to carry this basketball, I believe, the length of the floor. They will after the dunk by Sane. And Tuskegee is going to have to contend with that full court pressure by Lane College. They come out first. Tuskegee will have the basketball in the backcourt. It's Goings, Walker, Draper, Roy Obsane, and Pennington on the floor. Seasbury is already fouled out of this basketball game. Obsane to inbound it. Looks to the corner, got it there to Pennington. Pennington will try to walk it up the floor, pushes across the floor to Walker instead. Walker over to D.A. He'll got to get it across the timeline. Got it across the timeline in the corner. Back up top. Across the floor now, Walker. 14 to shoot. Tuskegee leads by a point. Draper pops out for it. Back to R.J. Now 7 to shoot. Draper inside to the glass, and he got a lay-in inside for Tuskegee. And a timeout taken. Coach Taylor, I believe, took the timeout with 70 seconds left. And it's going to be a full timeout, I believe. Tuskegee took it. No, it's only going to be a 30, so Eric will stay here with that one. Culpepper set to come into the ball game. He'll check in to get in for play with 70 seconds left. Tuskegee with a 51-48 lead. And Tuskegee trying to hang on here. That was good work in that half-court set. They knew they wanted to go inside to Kasami. Got it to him there with a few seconds left on the shot clock. And Kasami found the cylinder on the inside with a lay-in. Now, Tuskegee's challenge. No fouls. And a good defensive stop of the Dragons of Lane College. They will have to go the length of the floor. Tuskegee likely to pressure this basketball the length of the floor, but they've got to be careful. A couple of times they've done that. They've let the offense slide in behind them on the other end of the floor for an easy lay-in. Got Goins and Draper back this time. So the pressure in the half court, in the backcourt set, and they'll be back for defense. Sanjurio over to Greer Dawson. Up top now. He wants to penetrate. Gives it back right side to Sanjurio. 16 to shoot. Now Greer Dawson Euro stepping. He lost it inside. And a foul called on the penetration. They call the foul on Pennington for Tuskegee. That foul occurring well after the contact by Greer Dawson inside the paint. 52 seconds left now, and at the line, Greer Dawson to shoot two. Greer Dawson bent on penetrating even though he faced the Tuskegee zone. Got some secondary penetration inside the paint, and he's fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot. Noah Goins doing a little bit of mop-up work there on the end of the floor as they get set for these free throws from Elijah Greer Dawson. 52 seconds left in the ball game. Coach Taylor confirming his team without any timeouts. Greer Dawson from the line. Bremer is good on the first to make it 51-49. So Greer Dawson set for the second of two. Tuskegee on a miss. They've got to have that rebound. Greer Dawson got them both from the line now. Tuskegee by a point. Culpepper in the backcourt to Pennington. Over to Rodney Walker. Walker trying to press it across the timeline to Pennington. Pennington steps across, shovels a pass Draper. Culpepper back out front. Tuskegee wisely holding that basketball out front. Across the floor now, Pennington. 11. Goins in the corner. Back to D.A. Rodney in the corner. At the block, Draper. Draper going doubled. Going back to the rack jumper. Missed on the shot. And the basketball to the Dragons. 20 seconds left now. They come back the other way. Sanjurio, top of the key. 15 seconds left. They can win it with a field goal. 12 left. Timeout taken by Coach Rayford and the Dragons of Lane College with 10.9 seconds left. Tuskegee had it on their end of the floor. They got it inside to Draper. And Draper missed on an inside shot to give that basketball back to the Dragons. 10.9 seconds left. Dragons will have it in a half-court set. They got it across the timeline, so they can play this right down to the end to go for the win here at home. Tuskegee by a point, 51-50. Led by 13 early in this second half, but the Dragons have hung around, and they are right where they want to be at home here inside the JF Lane Gymnasium. 10.9 seconds left. If ever Tuskegee needed a strong defensive stand, this is the time. They lead by one. They come back out on the floor with Goins, Draper, Pennington, R.J. Walker, and Chip Culpepper. Dragons finally break the huddle. They'll have it in a half-court set. See how quickly they go. If they'll go ahead and try to get it up or try to go ahead and work it right down to the end to leave little if no time on the clock. Tang will inbound it. He will do it just in front of the Dragon bench. Draper or Noah Goins will cover that inbound pass. Try to see if he can't get a block on the entry pass. Tang will have it. Noah with those long arms stretching and jumping just in front of Tang. Tang trying to get it out front. Gotta hurry. Entry pass got it to Greer Dawson. He'll go one-on-one with Culpepper. 5. Greer Dawson on the move underneath the defense. Missed on the shot. They missed on the putback. Tuskegee got it. And the Golden Tigers somehow hang on. They win it 51-50 on a good defensive stand down low. My, oh, my. It went right to the wire. But Tuskegee able to finish it up here inside the JF Lane Gymnasium. Dragons were looking for a call of head coach Rayford going all the way to the locker off the floor. He won't get any solace there. Dragons won't get any either as times run out here, and Tuskegee will win it 51-50 over the Dragons of Lane College. Tough basketball game here. Say it all the time that it is difficult to win here inside the JF Lane Gymnasium at Lane College, and this one proved no different for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. They led by 13, and they had to do all they could to come out of here with a 1-point win, 51-50 over the Dragons of Lane College. So Tuskegee gets back into the win column. They go to 9-9 on the season. More importantly for Tuskegee, they go to 7-5 in conference play. Dragons fall to 3-15. and they go to 3-10 in SIAC play. Take a look at some of the final numbers in the ball game for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. They finish 19 of 40 shooting from the floor and 5 of 15 from behind the arc, 8 of 14 from the free throw line. And the Dragons of Lane College, 15 of 52 shooting, 3 of 18 from behind the arc, and 17 of 27 shooting for them from behind the arc. Dragons are the Golden Tigers led by Kasami Draper with another double-double, 20 points, 14 rebounds for Draper, 16 points for Kevin Seasbury. Kevin fouled out of the ball game, but he finished with 16 points and 5 rebounds. He got 7 from DeAnthony Pennington with 3 rebounds from him. For the Dragons of Lane College, they were led in scoring by Rico Sane, who finished with 16 points and 1 rebound, 14 points and 3 rebounds for Elijah Greer Dawson. And they got 10 from Kwame Tang in their losing effort. Tuskegee, 6 points, 6 turnovers in the ball game compared points off turnovers. They had 6. Lane, 15 points off turnovers, even 24 each in terms of points in the paint. Tuskegee with 6 second chance points compared to 4 for the Dragons of Lane College. 4 fast break points for Tuskegee, 18 for the Dragons of Lane College, and a bench scoring favored Lane as well, 20-6. But where it mattered most, Tuskegee comes out on top. They win it 51-50 over the Dragons of Lane College in a tough fought ball game. So it's a double sweep here for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. The men win it 51-50, and the women earlier this afternoon, they win it 63-48 over the Lady Dragons of Lane College. And that will do it for our coverage here on the road from Jackson, Tennessee. Reminder, we are back in action on Saturday in Mobile, Alabama, when the Golden Tigers will meet the Badgers of Spring Hill. Women's action coming your way at 1 o'clock, and the men's action to follow at 3. We'll have the coverage for you right here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Once again, Golden Tigers win the finale 51-50 over the Dragons of Lane College. Thanks so much for joining for our coverage. Special thanks to Tuskegee University President Dr. Mark Brown, Dr. Rhonda Rice, the Chief Operating Officer at Tuskegee. Always thank you for him for his support of Tuskegee Athletics and the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Director of Athletics Reginald Ruffin could not do this without him in terms of his support. Deborah Rogers, our Deputy Chief Athletics Director, Communications and Marketing Department. Jordan Benson, Sports Information Director at Tuskegee. Special thanks to P.J. O'Brien, the Sports Information Director here at Lane College. Nick Brown, our Game Operations Manager, and special thanks to Eric Tabor, fresh off his visit to Atlanta with his fiance, back in Albany, but handling our remote coverage on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Charles Ward saying thanks so much for joining us again here from Jackson, Tennessee. Our men's win and women's team win it this afternoon. Women win earlier, Tuskegee in the nightcap, 51-50. Reminder, back in action on Saturday from Mobile, Alabama. Make sure you make your plans to join us on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Double win for the Golden Tigers. Charles Ward saying thanks so much for joining us. This has been a production of the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, thank you for listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, Tuskegee fans, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and you are listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Go to you. Hey, Tuskegee fans, I'm Reginald Ruffin, Director of Athletics, and you are listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go to you.